All right. Good Saturday, everyone. Good Saturday. It is good to be back. If you weren't with us live and you missed the opening, you guys really missed a treat. Will you do me a favor, Jerry, by the way? I've got to make you a co-host. Let me make you a co-host. I've got people in the waiting room waiting to get in, and here I am just talking away. So I am going to make you a co-host. And just go ahead and hit that admit button if you would for me as I talk along and as people come in. Um, I apologize for that, guys. I'm going to hit the admit all button. Okay, we got a lot more people coming in. Here we go. So as you see people just pop up, just hit that admit button. You got me, Jerry?
Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. All right.
Okay, great.
Just hit that admit button as they pop up. I have a lot of people in the waiting room actually coming in right now, and here I am. So it's good to be back, guys. This is a Saturday, man. Some of you guys have caught some of my Saturday Zooms in the past. Always full of energy, but today's a special one, man. It is. This is probably one of the most. This is probably one of the things that I have been the most excited to ever share with somebody, because you're going to find out today how you can earn $10,000 to $20,000 without any investment whatsoever on your part. Not only is it not any investment whatsoever, there's a few other things. There's no loan to pay back. There's no recruiting that you have to do. It's not one of those deals. And there's no time commitment when you get it all set up. And Jerry is going to go over the details of this today. And I can't wait to share it with you, because you guys know what I do with Enfurio. You know what I do with Enfurio. And let me change this view to a speaker view. Here we go. So you guys know what I do in Enfurio, many of you. And if you don't, I'm going to let you know a little bit about that. But you do have to be an Enfurio member to participate and earn with this opportunity I'm getting ready to share with you. Okay. But here's the great thing. You can get a membership to Enfurio, a free 3-month membership to Enfurio, which will get you started and get you on your way, and you'll be able to participate in this. But what my hopes are is that you'll stick around and actually use the Enfurio service with the money that you're earning from this company. Because what we do, Enfurio is a community of like-minded individuals that are building their wealth together. And not only are they building their wealth together, they're sharing legitimate ways to earn money, legitimate ways to earn money. And this is one of those things. And if you can earn that extra cash flow and you can move it through the market, you can get to a point in your life where all you do is just turn your money through the market and you have freedom. You get to spend the rest of your life with your family and not having to answer to anybody, and just getting to enjoy the time that God gave you. And that's what Enfurio is about. It's about learning to master your debt and master your greed. It's a much different thing out there. So if you're looking for something real that you can earn money with, this is your home. And and the reason this is your home, if you missed the intro, I played a music video. I mean, you got a real treat if you really listen to the lyrics of that video. It was powerful. It was an absolutely powerful dynamite video. I couldn't put it on the recording though, because of copyright violations and whatnot. But help me out, Jerry. Where was I at? Somebody help me out.
You were talking about your video that you put on, that you posted. It was a powerful message.
Oh, it was a powerful message. Correct.
Yes.
See,
Yes.
sometimes people have to get me back on track. And I want you guys to know what Enfurio is. Enfurio is my company. We trade stocks in the stock market using a risk management strategy that was derived from the biblical meaning of numbers. And we call it the power of one. It's powerful. It's powerful because it's not just the power of one in the market, it's the power of one in life. When I say that we trade with divine intelligence, I mean that with every inch of my bone. And that's sometimes I think people think, well, that's a marketing point. No, you've got a battle right now. You've got artificial intelligence and divine intelligence. And the fact of the matter is, the sine wave always behaves the way that God designed it. And along the way, God has been able to share with me how time itself, um, works. And it's a beautiful, fascinating thing, and how everything comes together. And I get to share that message with people and at the same time help them make money. I get to teach a story through the market. As crazy as that sounds, I teach a story through the market. There's nobody else that does what we do at Enfurio. And so, what a lot of people don't realize is how close they are to that freedom. You see, I ask people a message and I say, look, if you could retire comfortably in the next 10 years and you didn't change anything differently in your current career, how possible do you think that would be? And most people look and say, man, I'm going to have to work another 20 years or 30 years, or maybe they're at the end there. I'm going to have to work another 10 years, whatever that amount may be. You know, what most people don't realize is if you start out, I'm just using this for example purposes. This is hypothetical. There are no guarantees in trading. I just want to put that out there. I'm just being honest with you. Okay. But if you were to start out with $1,000 in an account and you were to add $200 a month to it every month for 10 years, and along the way, you moved it through the market to generate a little over 1% a week, on average. Now, there's going to be a lot of weeks you do nothing. There's going to be months you do nothing. And then there's going to be weeks you do a lot more, where it kind of all averages out. And there's going to be years you don't do that much, and there's going to be years you do a lot more than that. But if you could do that, do you know how much you would have at the end of 10 years? Does anybody have any idea? Put it in the chat if you know. You would have over $5 million. $5 million. And I'm going to tell you this. People go, why don't they teach this in schools? When John Rockefeller set up the General Board of Education, he specifically said, this is documented in history, I want a nation of workers, not a nation of thinkers. So they purposely don't teach about money in schools. Not only do they not teach about money, they don't teach about self-discipline either, right? They don't teach about, those are two lessons you don't get in school. Self-discipline is taught from the Bible, not at school. So they don't learn self-discipline and they don't learn about money because the education system doesn't want them to learn these things. And all I do is simply show you a better way. Show you a better way, how you can do what you're doing right now and get to where you want to go in a matter of years instead of decades. And it's a beautiful thing. And so this power of one risk management strategy that we utilize in the market is just a powerhouse. It just simply kicks ass. It chews up the market and it spits it out. And sometimes we're down in the market, and that's okay. We manage the risk down. We want to work our money into the market. But when we go up, as we make our moves and our buys down, we usually close out for a lot more profit. We always have. We've never lost using this risk management strategy. It's pretty powerful. We've never lost using it. We've had some months, many months where we didn't do anything, and we've had some months where we did a whole ton. And there's some people here that'll give some testimonials to you. But here's my hopes for you. I'm going to share with you this opportunity right today where you're going to literally be able to earn 10,000 to 20,000. By the way, the average person earns about 15. Okay, Jerry's going to go over the details with you. I get to share this with you today, and my hopes is if you take, let's say you earn 15,000, for example. My hope is that I can show you how to turn that through the market, and on average, no guarantees, but on average, make maybe an extra $500 to $1,000 a month cash flow for your family without getting rid of the principal. You still have your principal, and I'm going to show you how to turn that into a cash flow. And if you want to add to that from there, great, more power to you. But if all you're using it for is to turn that $15,000 through the market and you're making an average of $500 to $1,000 a month, my service is worth every penny of it to you. And people realize that real quick. Um, we have a powerful company. There's nothing like us. We use divine intelligence. We don't depend on artificial intelligence. We depend on divine intelligence, true divine intelligence. And the reason we win in the market is because now how I understand how time itself works, I know there's always two different outcomes in the market. There's always two different outcomes. There's always two different outcomes in life, right? But there's always two different outcomes in the market. You can go up and you can go down. What I can tell you is I can tell you almost precisely where the market will go within pennies, and I've proven it time and time again. If the market goes up, and I can tell you where the market will go if it goes down. I just can't tell you which way it'll go first. But you know what? If I know how to manage my risk correctly, I can win in the end. I can win in the end. And so, knowing that, in 2020, I derived this risk management strategy that was based on the biblical meaning of numbers. And I believe it truly is, it is a gift from God. You know, I believe he really gave me that gift to understand those things. And so we use this risk management strategy to utilize the market called the power of one. We also use it in life because in life, there's always two different outcomes. There's one that serves yourself, and there's one that serves something much greater than yourself. And those are the only two outcomes that people have in life. And when they realize that, the power of one really becomes that much more powerful. And to be able to embrace that power that you have inside you, and then be able to also read the markets with accuracy because of how God designed the sine wave to behave, we dominate. We do really well in the market. And I think we have the best dang, trading platform slash education program, whatever you want to call it, out there. I think we have the best thing out there, and many of our members agree. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a couple of testimonials for you all. And if anybody else wants to step up and give a testimonial, just raise your hand if you're a current Enfurio member. But I'm going to give a couple of testimonials, and then you guys are going to hear from Jerry, and you're going to hear about how you can earn $10,000 to $20,000 without any investment whatsoever. $1,000 a month for at least 10 months. And like I said, most people get paid a little longer. So we're going to go into that. I want to go ahead and the last testimonial I'm going to play is from Heather. She's the one that introduced Jerry and me. She gave a powerful testimonial. I got to pull her testimonial up, and I'm going to do that while let's go ahead and have Scott give his testimonial. Scott, I'll turn it over to you.
Hey, Dwayne, can you hear me?
I can.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. I just wanted to share real quick because I'm fairly skeptical when it comes to a lot of things, particularly in forex, crypto, stock trading, all of that. And I actually had a pretty rough year last year, and so I really, as Dwayne will tell you, my trust level was extremely low. He had to really pull hard on me to get me to actually take a look at this. But once I understood what it was that he was doing, I decided to, jump in, test the waters with this 3 month free membership. And actually, the first month I didn't do anything. I just kind of watched, and I was like, oh, this is probably something complicated. And I will say this: it's not complicated at all. It takes just a few minutes a day really to manage it. He has a Discord group, and he explains what he's buying, he explains what he's selling. And the cool thing is because it's stocks, it's regulated. We're using a SoFi investment app to buy and sell this stuff, so you don't have to worry about. I've had this experiences too, where you have brokers, you have crypto's kind of the wild west. Sometimes you have money 1 minute, the next minute you have nothing, and you can't access it. And you're not going to see that kind of stuff with a program like this. So basically, it was good enough for me that after the first 3 months, I decided to become a quarterly member. So I'm not going to really talk about results because I don't know what the rules are on all of that, but I will say that it's substantial enough that it got my attention, and I'm going to continue to use it. And I'm also really excited about the way that we're or the community that we're building, and this concept of creating and looking for opportunities to help people save money. That's a big, to save that money and then invest it in the market, as Dwayne was saying. And that's a big thing for me right now. I really want to help people. I actually just was laid off of my job of 15 years. You work for a company for 15 years and you get a 3-minute WebEx telling you, you're no longer needed. And I feel like God actually did that. I feel like he knows I'm a stubborn person. And he's like, if you're not going to quit, I'm just going to, take it away from you because you don't need it. You need to do the things that I need you to do to help others and to have that success. I'm not a flashy guy. Anybody that I've invited to this knows I'm not a flashy guy. I don't care about, big houses, cars, all that kind of stuff. But I do care about experiences, and I really care about seeing people win. And I want to be able to share something with somebody that I could feel comfortable sharing with my mom, my dad, my church community, that kind of thing. And that's the stuff that I look for. But anyway, I talked longer than I probably should have, but that's my thoughts on Enfurio. It's simple to get set up. All you do is get your SoFi app. You ask whoever invited you to give you the Discord link, and then Dwayne sets you up. I know he's in the process of making it more automated, which is awesome, but it's a good decision to make, and I would do it. So thanks, Dwayne.
Awesome. So guys, I'm gonna say one thing. My marketing in Enfurio, my website, it all sucks right now. I realize it, and I'm working on it. It's just me. For once in my life, I get to do something where I don't have to depend on other people. And I know if I do something, I'll do it the right damn way, right? I know I'll do it the right way. So, I know that God is paving the way for my business. I have a programmer that's getting ready to start our programming. He's going to automate everything, give us a nice, elegant website, do all that. I'm pretty stoked. But the product itself is absolutely fantastic. I mean, absolutely fantastic in Enfurio. Did anybody else want to give a testimonial? If not, I'm going to give Heather's testimonial, and then I'm going to turn this over to Jerry. Anybody else want to give a testimonial? Blair's on here. I got to give one testimonial. George, can I give your testimonial in my terms, in my third person terms, I guess? I called George. He's up there. I call George. Best. I connect with everybody at the end of their first 3 months. I want to see how they're doing. I want to see how if they're using it, what they think, whatnot. I call George up. I'm in that stage right now where I can connect with people, and I love it. I love to connect with people. I call George up and say, okay, George, remember we're going to discuss that at the end of 3 months, you got your free membership. And George said, I'll never achieve millions, but you know, I'm an older guy. But he said, if I can turn some cash flow through the market, that'll be great. I called George up and he goes, man, I got to tell you, this is the easiest decision I've ever had to make in my life. And I go, oh, really? Why is that, George? And he goes, I'll tell you what. I started out with $9,500 in my bank account. And at the end of that 3 months, I had $13,600 in there. And I said, well, George, we had a really good quarter. We don't have that every quarter, but you got in on a really good quarter. We had a really good quarter last quarter. I mean, we kicked butt in the market. It was a fantastic quarter. We did very nice in the quarter last at the end of last year. So it was that was a great conversation to have. He said, man, this is worth every penny of it. He said, just in the 3 months, it's worth every penny of it for basically the next 10 years. You know. So anyways, I had to give his testimonial. I'm gonna give Heather's testimonial. I want to say one thing about Heather. Heather is one of the sweetest souls I've ever met. She can't be with us today. I thank God for her. She's helped build Enfurio. She's helped build the community. She's a phenomenal individual. She has her own wealth building company, but they don't have a trader that does stocks. So they have she sends a lot of people to Enfurio to trade stocks with us. And most of them, you know, they come back, give me great feedback and say, I absolutely love it. And that's what they tell her as well. And she wanted to connect me with Jerry. So I met Jerry, we connected, we had a discussion, we negotiated out a contract for Enfurio members to be able to participate in this and what he's getting ready to share with you. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to play Heather's testimonial, and then I'm going to turn it over to Jerry after that. Hold on, let me share my screen. Here we go, and here we go.
Heather Russo, and I am here to give you my testimonial of these 2 amazing projects that you're here to listen to today. I have been with Enfurio since before Christmas time. It's been amazing. I really loved it and enjoyed it and having a lot of fun, learning so much along the way and enjoying the returns that I've gained from that knowledge and following an expert like Dwayne. And then you're also going to meet Jerry with an IBO opportunity. This is an opportunity that I've worked with my clients for over 1.5 years on. They love it. It's one of the most favorite things that they do. They honestly can't believe that it's real once they start doing it and the $1,000 payments come rolling in. It's just been amazing. I've had over 50 clients go through this program, and all of them have thoroughly enjoyed it and reaped all the benefits. It is real, it's amazing, and I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you take this opportunity. I really loved introducing it to Dwayne because I thought it was such a great way for people to have more funds to put into Enfurio and really boost what the potential is there. And this will do that for you. So take advantage of it. Thank you. Bye.
She gave a really good testimonial. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to end the Facebook feed here. If you want to get on this Zoom, what I got to do right now while I'm on here is in the comments of my video on Zoom, I have got to paste the Zoom link. So I'm going to do that right now. You can get live with us on this Zoom, and we're going to discuss how you can earn $10,000 to $20,000 without any investment whatsoever. So let me go ahead and I'm going to put the Zoom link. I'm going to paste this Zoom link in Facebook. Let me get this. I'm sorry, I should have had this. Had a rough morning. I had to reset my computer and reset my router right before the Zoom because my internet wouldn't connect, but I got it. So here we go. All right, you guys on Facebook, you guys have the Zoom link. I'm going to end the Facebook live stream. Come join us on Zoom. You're welcome here. If you catch this after this recording, just reach out to me or one of the members of our community, and they'll get you the other part. They'll get you the other half of this video. So I will see you guys all later, Facebook. Bye for now.